You're tuned in to the Underground Nation podcast, where the unheard gets unearthed. Tonight's guest is turning country pop upside down, straight out of Des Moines, Iowa. He's blending Midwest soul with a modern edge. From viral 7-lyric series hits to collabs with Gorin Brothers, he's proving real stories still cut deep. Get ready for hooks, heart, and hometown pride. This is Lukas Parker, guided by your host with the ghost, Bounce Ball Boogie, only on Underground Nation.
Welcome back to the Underground Nation podcast, where the unheard gets unearthed and the stories buried deep in the soul come to life. I'm your host with the ghost of Bounce Ball Boogie. The phantom on the mic, keeping the underground alive. Today, we're riding straight through the heartland to the crossroads of country and pop, where Midwest charm meets modern rhythm. Our guest tonight is turning heads from Des Moines to Dallas, breaking hearts and genres at the same time. He's got over 2 million views on his 7-lyric series. He's collabed with brands like Gorin Brothers, and now here blending country, pop, hip-hop, and R&B like a sonic cocktail with a twist of real-life storytelling. Give it up for Lukas Parker, the Midwest Cowboy.
Yo, thank you for having me, man. I'm super excited to speak with you, and it's super cool to explore and talk to new people, man. I love doing this for sure.
Yeah, well, you definitely got our attention. We appreciate you taking a break from your busy schedule to even speak with us.
No, thank you so much. I appreciate it, man, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Very cool. Well, Lukas, let's start from the top. What was it like growing up in Des Moines, Iowa, and how did your environment shape the sound we hear today?
Yeah, so I grew up actually in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, but I just moved from Des Moines. And living in Iowa, man, it's so funny when you ask people, where do they know where Iowa is on the map? And even states that are bordering Iowa, there's not a lot of times where a lot of people have really been to Iowa. It's very rural, a lot of farmland. But I have that background as well on my mom's side of the family, farmers on that side of the family. And just being from Iowa in general, I consider it, very country in a lot of ways. Just the fact that it's very rural and, there's really not a lot outside of the farmland. You get to the metro areas like Cedar Rapids, Des Moines, but it's super, super rural and very country at the same time. But, it's a great place to raise family. And I think it's a underrated state. I know a lot of people don't want to visit Iowa, but it's a special place for sure.
I've only heard about Iowa through one of my favorite bands named Slipknot.
Oh, yeah, for sure. One of the best to come out of Iowa, for sure.
They stated Iowa has nothing but graveyards and skate park. Is that true?
I don't know about that. Is that supposed to be like a Slipknot reference, or?
Yeah.
I figured. Oh yeah, I gotta love some Slipknot. I mean, one of the best to come out of Iowa for sure, no doubt about it.
You've talked about mixing Midwest roots with a modern edge. What does modern country mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like right now we're seeing a lot of genre blending when it comes to country music. A lot of people hate it. A lot of people love it. It is what it is. I think it's a unique sound. It's super cool, especially I feel like people my age, they listen to a lot of different things from, they listen to straight trap or straight country, Like I'll be at a spot where I'll be with my friends at a party or whatever, and it'll go from, straight country song to a very, more hip hop, R&B type of sound. So it's like really normal for me to be around that type of environment in terms of genre blending. It's like, some places they strictly stick to one type of sound or genre, but I mean, it's really normal for me to listen to a lot of different things. So I feel like that's definitely the background when it comes to that.
So when you first started writing music, did you see it as therapy, storytelling, or ambition?
Yeah, I think the more that I write and the more that I do make songs, I've come to a lot of realization that it does. You look at it in terms of like, damn, I've grown from my past self, or like I learned something from that experience or whatever. And I feel like when I write, it's very personal. I can't write. It's hard for me to write about something that I haven't fully experienced or went through. So it's definitely therapeutic in a lot of ways. And the more songs that I make, like I look back and it's like, damn, that was like a pinpoint in my life. That was a certain moment in my life, good or bad, whatever it may be. So it's always interesting to look at that viewpoint for sure. But yeah, definitely very therapeutic for sure.
Very therapeutic. Absolutely. You've gone from Cleveland to Florida to Texas. What did each city teach you about yourself as an artist?
Yeah. So I lived in Houston for a little bit. I was there for like an internship in college, and I moved to Tampa after college. And, it's interesting to live different places, being from Iowa and, telling people you're from Iowa. Some people would have no idea where that's located on a map in any aspect. So it's really interesting. But, you come to realize, I guess from my experience moving around, you come to realize like Iowa will always be home. And there's a lot of really special people that live there, a lot of really great people and really just down there people that really come from Iowa. And yeah, also you realize when you move to these different areas, the differences and all good and bad things, of course, but it's super interesting. I mean, and I feel like the sounds have kind of developed through all different areas that I've lived and stuff too. So super, I think that's unique within that aspect for sure.
Right. Absolutely. The seven lyrics series went viral, over 2 million views organically. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you.
When you were creating that, did you expect it to take off like that, or was it just another experiment in self-expression? Uh-oh.
My Wi-Fi.
Good?
Should be good, yeah. Says I'm connected.
You froze up on me for a minute.
Okay, are we good now?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, it's like I was working with a company called Just Stream Ventures, and they really wanted me to get my social media going. It was kind of a way to introduce myself and show my range of sounds and vocal range and stuff like that. So it's really unique to really see that develop. I mean, it's not something that I've really continued, but within the last year, I saw a lot of growth, especially on YouTube, which is really cool. So yeah, definitely seeing that growth was super cool to see like that's even possible off something so simple. And basically what it was, I would ask the audience to be like, guess this song with 7 lyrics, and I would sing the song. 7 lyrics. 7 is my lucky number. So it's something that I did for the last year. I haven't really continued it, but it definitely planted the seeds for sure in terms of seeing the growth and everything else.
Is this something that you may pick up again in the future?
Maybe. I guess I'm more focused on putting my own type of content out. Like it's not something I want to continue to do in terms of being known for that. But we'll see. Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah,
for sure.
How do you choose your topics and lyrics for those short form videos?
Yeah, it's really random. I mean, mostly I'll try to do a lot of like hit songs and yeah, just really kind of the top hits because those are going to get most of the comments. So I'll go from like, let's say a Taylor Swift or like a Justin Bieber or, like a Morgan Wallen. Or it's really a wide range of different artists, which was even, older like rock music too, or a lot of other things. So it was really random, but you learn in terms of like what hits and what comments, what's going to hit the algorithm too. Like, oh, this sounds very recognizable in terms of like if the algorithm picks this up or whatever. And it's super, super interesting for sure.
Super interesting. Is there any tips that you may have cracked? Did we crack the code on how to get into the algorithm faster than?
Oh man, that's something I'm still trying to figure that out. I wish I had the secret code for that. But the one thing that I'm beginning to learn is like you have to try different things, and some things are just not going to work. And you learn from that, and you pivot, and it's all a learning experience. I mean, some things really work really well, some things don't work at all. And I think the biggest thing, and I need to work on this for sure, is just posting more content. I've been struggling with that, but yeah, it's. I wish I had the magic answer for that, but I definitely don't.
Is it time that's mostly against you, or that's stopping you from posting consistently?
I think it's just on me. I need to be better. It's just more of being disciplined and really telling myself I just got to do it. So I mean, I feel like I'm pretty decent at like posting every day, but there's times where I don't want to be on social media at all. Like, there's days I don't even want to open the apps. I don't want to look at it. Like there's days where I don't want to even look at it. But in this game, I feel like you have to go crazy. There's no other way. Otherwise, it's just not gonna. I feel like it's just not gonna come into fruition. Anything. So it's definitely a numbers game, but it's also having some secret sauce as well, which I don't know. I guess we're all trying to figure that out. But
the secret sauce always starts with the plan first.
Yeah, for sure.
Gotta put forward the recipe before we can implement the actual ingredients.
Yeah,
did I say that right? I think I said that right.
That sounded right. It sounded right to me, yeah, for sure.
Speaking of ingredients, you've managed to blend genres seamlessly: country, pop, even R&B. What's your creative process when you step into the studio with that kind of versatility?
Yeah, I think it really comes down to kind of where I'm at and what I'm going through and kind of emotion I want to put out. Like, I feel like with more of the country songs, I get a little more, it depends, I guess, more emotional in a way. But, I mean, it really depends the time of day. I mean, I work with a really great producer. He just moved from Nashville to Los Angeles, and he's super awesome. Corey Shore, yeah, he's amazing. And we have a really special process. We really dive deep into how do we want this to sound, what's the emotion that we want to bring out of it, and all those different factors combined. So it's a fun process for sure. I love working with Corey for sure. He's awesome.
What kind of energy does Corey Shore bring to the table?
Yeah, he's super, super talented. He can play just about any instrument. He can do any type of drum kit, any type of drum. He makes everything from scratch too. So he's crazy talented. Like, wow. I'll have like a note inside my head or like a way I want something to sound, and he'll be able to like pinpoint it. Let's say like I wanted like a guitar note or something, or anything within that kind of aspect. He can like pinpoint it right away. It's super great. Yeah, he's got a really special musical mind for sure. He's a musical genius. Yeah. 100%.
I always admire those musicians that could just pick up on certain vibes that even the artist himself for themselves can't pick up on. Hey, dude, how'd you pull that out of my brain? I knew it sounded something like that.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Or they just pick up random instruments and like, dude, I didn't even know you could play the ukulele.
Get the banjo out, like going crazy. I'm just like, all right, I see you. Like, that was super special for sure. Yeah.
What's super special is your single, Midwest Cowboy, bro. That's a vibe.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. I mean, some people love it, some people hate it. I mean, I guess it's just part of the game in general, but it's very genre blending, and I'm not going to sit here and say I'm the most country guy in the world, but, it definitely reps kind of where I come from in a way, and kind of just feeling like, I come from a state that nobody goes to really. So that's kind of the aspect when it comes to that.
And now it's time to turn up the volume and ride out with a Midwest original. From the heart of Des Moines to the ears of the underground, this is Lukas Parker with his hit Midwest Cowboy. Saddle up, kick back, and let that country pop swagger take you where the highway meets the horizon. Enjoy the vibes, Midwest Cowboy, right here on Underground Nation.
Midwest Cowboy, she my fashion killer. When I came to the city, ain't nobody really, She said she loved me the first night we met. Then I'm thinking, damn, so many wanted posters on these walls. Somebody call the sheriff. Might take it overseas and start charging tariffs. The way I switch it up, I'll probably end up embarrassed. And I don't care if you don't like me. Keep a bad one beside me, riding or dying, oh yeah. I'm just a Midwest cowboy, she my fashion killer. When I came to the city, ain't nobody really, Midwest cowboy, her pistol go whoa, whoa, her pistol go whoa, whoa. Sometimes I rock the Louis Bell with the jeans, Cody James, and the roll. You see the birthplace of John Wayne. Winter set me after fall, the summer's always wild. Spring heats, they always call back to back. And I don't blame them, cause all these dudes are whack, whack. Keep that thing on me, but they never would attack. And I don't care if you don't like me. Keep a bad one beside me, riding or dying.
If that song was a movie scene, what would we be seeing on the screen?
Oh man! So the thing with that song is there's a John Wayne reference in it, and he was actually born in Iowa too. He was born about 30-40 minutes from Des Moines. And if it were to be a movie scene, I'd see myself like obviously repping heavy cowboy gear, like somewhere out west, like a John Wayne scene, but me being John Wayne in a way. Then also adding like city involvement in it too. Kind of the switch from, let's say, like straight country, like out in the west, and then going straight to the city and having a completely different fit, like more city streetwear. I guess that's what I would see, like the diversity in terms of like wearing cowboy gear or wearing the city streetwear. I guess that's kind of that's the way I would see it, like having different scenes like that. But
very cool.
Yeah.
Are you planning the music video for this thing?
Oh man, I mean, maybe one day, but no, I did some cool content though. Shout out to Jake Salter. He came down to Des Moines, and we actually went to Winterset. We shot some videos by John Wayne's birthplace, which is super cool, and they have a really cool John Wayne museum out there too, so super cool. And yeah, we I guess we kind of did content like what I explained. We did, like, I was wearing like cowboy stuff, not the most not the most cowboy fit. I mean, I literally got it from like Boot Barn, like whatever. But and then like we did it in Winterset, and then also did more like downtown Des Moines, and it was during the winter too. It was like one of the coldest days, super cold. We were freezing, but yeah, it was super cool though, super fun,
super worth it.
Yeah, right. I might have to start pushing that content out again. So once we get closer to winter, I guess I might. But yeah.
So what do you feel has been your biggest challenge? Well, what is your biggest challenge right now as an independent artist trying to scale your brand?
Yeah. It's like, I think the biggest thing right now is how do you get people to want to listen to you or want to care about you? Like, we have so many musicians, we have so many artists, we have so much competition, I would say. It's a crazy game out there. It's like, how do you differentiate yourself from other people? How do you put content out that's going to resonate or make people want to follow you or whatever it may be? Like, that's definitely the biggest challenge. I mean, it's all a game. I mean, you give and take, but it's definitely challenging. It feels impossible at times, a lot of ways, in terms of like, oh, how can I make this like very main, streaming, crazy numbers, everything to get to a point where you can, be touring or whatever. That's what every artist wants, is to be a touring artist. I mean, that's the main thing, but it's just a tough game. I mean, but
yeah, it's even more tough when you're on your own.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah. You got to come down to, I don't know, just got to believe in yourself a lot of these days. It's tough. I know a lot of artists struggle with it when you have posts that don't do too well, or like maybe a song doesn't resonate or whatever it may be. But
yeah, definitely got to experiment to kind of hone in on your audience.
Right.
But what drives your hustle on days when you don't feel like creating?
Yeah, well, I think the biggest thing is I don't like considering myself a quitter, and I like to consider myself somebody that's very strong-willed, and I like to continually push myself. Like, I've already come this far. It's like, should I just, there's a lot of days where I'm like, oh, like, it's super hard to get this going. But there's a lot of days where I'm like, okay, well, seeing a little bit, even just a little bit of movement, or that one comment that, really keeps you going, or whatever it may be. It's those type of things that really keep me going. And even the small wins sometimes, I feel like you can really take those small wins and, use those to your advantage. Of course, you have the hate comments, which I'm already getting those on my new song that's coming out this week. Even people that I know, which was crazy today. I had this girl that I hadn't seen in like months on end. And she's just, I don't know why, she like commented on my video. I was just like, okay, like, I don't even follow you. We went out one time and that was it. Like, it was mutual. We wanted to part ways after one date. And it's like, just, I don't know. It's crazy. But the shit like that kind of pisses me off. But maybe I'm doing something right. I don't know.
Yeah, she's jealous. She let you go.
We met one time and that was it. I don't know. I didn't remember who she was, to be honest. But whatever. It's all good. I'm not even going to pay it any time. It is what it is.
Wow, they're coming out the woodwork on you.
But
they all want a piece of the Midwest Cowboy.
I mean, yeah, I guess sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I mean, some people love, some people hate. It is what it is, man. You just got to keep pushing, whatever. I don't know. Yeah.
So then, with what you just said here, do you believe in creative rest, or are you more of a grind until it's great kind of guy?
I feel like, especially within the creative process, I feel like you have to have like some creative rest, especially with like writing or creating a melody or creating a certain sound.
Shut that brain down, man.
Yeah. If you really like push yourself too much, it's not gonna come out too nice. I feel like, especially in the creative process, it has to flow naturally. Otherwise, it's not gonna hit. You're not gonna like it. It's not gonna feel good, and that affects everything else. So it's got to come naturally. I feel like
it's true. I realized that with these podcasts. I love podcasting. It's a passion, bro. But when you're on your 7th, 8th interview of the day, I'm like, all right, man.
Oh wow.
All right, man.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's gotta be a lot of, especially keep your mental just into it for sure. That's gotta be a lot. I bet.
I think it's just a lot of energies. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Oh, especially keep your energy up too. And then just like that's gotta be a lot for sure. Especially like, you probably have so many different artists that have so many different backgrounds, and dude, that's gotta be crazy for sure. Yeah, I can't imagine. I could not do 7 podcasts. I'd be drained, bro. There'd be no way, no chance.
Yeah.
But hey, respect. A lot of respect. I respect that a lot.
Thanks. It's all worth it. Like I said earlier, it's all worth it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So for you, Lukas Parker, how do you define success right now? Is it through your numbers, social media, new connections you're making, or just the impact through your music?
If you're loving what you're hearing from Lukas Parker tonight, you're going to love what's waiting for you at underground-nation.com, the home of everything rising from beneath the mainstream. Discover new artists, exclusive interviews, and the hottest underground talent shaping the future of music. And get ready, our next Underground Nation magazine drops this Christmas. Don't miss the movement, underground-nation.com.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like all artists want to hit a certain number. They all want to be at a certain point within their music careers. But for me right now, I'm fully trying to live in the present, enjoy these moments for what they are. And, I don't want to think in terms of, oh, I need to be at a certain point at a certain point in time. Like, I think that's such a terrible way to think about how this works. Like, especially in the music industry, it could take a long time. It could be sooner than later. You never know. I mean, I think it comes down to me just fully believing in myself. And I mean, that's really all you can do sometimes. A lot of people are not going to see your vision the way that you see it, and it's also like something that I love. So I just continue to do what I love at the end of the day. So if someone wants to hate on, what you love to do and, something that you really enjoy and you think it's something special, I mean, I don't expect anybody to love it, like it. I've gotten to a point where I don't really care. I mean, I obviously prefer everybody to, love it. Who wouldn't want their song to be like adored by everybody? But I mean, I don't expect that from people. There's billions of people out there that you can find new audience from. So
that's right. Your vibe attracts your tribe.
Exactly. 100%.
If your music could change one thing about the way people see country pop, what would that be?
I would say that I think, the country pop is it's a very newer thing. I guess it's been going on for longer than we think. I mean, it's been going on for a while, but I talked about this earlier. It's like a lot of people I know, a lot of my friends and family, like we listen to a lot of different things. We go from, I'll go from like a Zach Top. I mean, I don't really listen to Zach Top, but I'm just saying in terms of like how country it could be going like from a Zach Top to like a straight like Travis Scott or something crazy. It's like normal for me and a lot of people that I surround myself with, and a lot of people my age, they listen to a lot of different things. They listen to that country, they listen to the pop, R&B, listen to a lot of different things. So it's it's like a pretty normal thing. That's why I love the genre blending. It's a lot of people resonate with that in terms of different genres they listen to.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. Lucas, let's talk money for a second. Something a lot of artists don't like to discuss.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What's been your biggest financial learning curve as an artist?
I would say biggest financial learning curve. Sometimes ads are not good for you and your page. That's one thing. I would also say like know who you're working with, know who you're investing in. Also like your timeline of whatever it may be. Sometimes like some investments are not going to be the best investments, but I feel like it takes kind of some skin in the game of you actually investing in yourself to like learn from it. So I think the biggest thing is, if you want to invest in yourself, you got to do it. Otherwise, I feel like a business thing in general, like, investing in yourself is one of the best things you can do for yourself. And you're only going to learn from it. Maybe it could be really bad. It could be really good. I mean, you never know, but you learn from those type of relationships for sure. But at the end of the day, I try to think of it as, like you just learn from those decisions and those relationships, whatever it may be. But,
yeah, absolutely. I believe that's where a lot of artists get scammed because they start working with management companies or marketing companies, and they never put forward a plan first. They just say, this is what's going to happen for X amount of dollars, pay now.
Yeah. Or like, what's the results? What's the timeline of the results? It's like, oh, yeah. And that's so true, yeah.
Yeah. So I always try to warn artists, like, bro, if they're not talking, especially on management, if they ain't trying to break down your financial situation from personal to business, what is there to manage?
Exactly. Yeah, that's so true. Yeah, that makes sense.
Lucas, you've been transparent about giving your best and worst through your music. What's one thing you tell young artists who feel lost in this industry?
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough game. We're not in the 2020 era of TikTok anymore. It's very, very saturated. It's very saturated. So I try to think, how am I going to stand out in all of this? All this noise, all these great, talented artists. I'm not the most talented guy in the world at all. Like I'm able to sing pretty good. Like I'm not going to sit here and say like I'm very talented in a lot of ways. I know people that are 10 times more talented than me in a lot of different aspects. But, I feel like it comes down to really just believing in yourself and, differentiating yourself. Like what makes you different from everybody else? If you make the same, sound or stuff everybody else makes, I mean, it's just going to be the same stuff you see on the timeline, the same sound. I don't know. I mean, but we're all different. I mean, some people like all the same stuff. I mean, but I feel like if you really want to stand out, you have to be different in some ways. I mean, that's it. Otherwise, what traction are you really going to gain? I mean, especially with social media, the hate comments are good sometimes. I mean, gets your numbers rolling, gets your profile views up. So I don't like when I get hate comments now, I'm like, it doesn't really even bother me anymore. I'm just like, okay, like, of course, like it hits a little bit sometimes, you get any human being is going to react and have an emotional moment on someone commenting negatively on your craft and your work, but that's just all what comes with it. Everybody's gonna have their haters, especially when you're trying to put yourself out there. It's very tough to put yourself out there in general, and the people that have never even done it or even tried to do anything near that you're doing are going to be the first people to comment on whatever you're doing. So it's like, especially people that have zero skin in the game and they want to sit there and try to say something. It's like, all right, well, what have you done? I mean, they're just going to sit there and type away. So whatever. Yeah.
Keyboard warriors.
A whole lot of those.
But feeding off with everything you just said here, if you could give a message to the kid version of yourself, the one just starting out, dreaming about making it, what would you say?
From the heart of Des Moines to the ears of the underground, this is Lukas Parker with his hit Midwest Cowboy. Saddle up, kick back, and let that country pop swagger take you where the highway meets the horizon. Enjoy the vibes, Midwest Cowboy, right here on Underground Nation. We're keeping the momentum rolling with a track built from grit, heart, and pure Midwest energy. Standing strong through every challenge, this is Lukas Parker with 10 Toes. Turn it up and tap in, because you're listening to the artists who rise from below the surface. Only here on Underground Nation.
You can hate me for the rest of your life, but I always care about you, I mean that. I know I shouldn't have hit your line when I was back in the city to lead that. Telling me I don't feel this pain when it's coming out through my veins, and I know all that shit was insane. So why am I feeling all the blame? A lot of nights where I only think of you. Camera rolling, but you know I'm insecure. You got the high heels and I rock the boots. 10 toes down, why did I do this to you? Can't sleep at night, that's the way I'm feeling. A lot of nights staring at the ceiling. 3 bodies this last week. Demon time, no peaks. Last one said her dad preached, but now she lives with no religion. Said, girl, I can change that, you know I'm Christian. Took her home and she said to me, damn, I guess you ain't that religious. Reminiscing, bad decisions, count rosaries, still sinning. Telling me I don't feel this pain when it's coming out through my veins, and I know all that shit was insane. So why am I feeling all the blame? A lot of nights where I only think of you. Camera rolling, but you know I'm insecure. You got the high heels and I rock the boots. 10 toes down, why did I do this to you? Can't get over what happened that night. Devil's working overtime, asking God for forgiveness.
I would have told myself to believe in myself more, and that was definitely a problem. And when I was younger, like there was a time period where I stopped making music and stopped doing it. I was like, oh, well, why am I doing this? It's just pointless, whatever. But there was a time period where I was not fully confident in myself, and like the comments and what people thought of me really took me out of my ways. Like I cared way too much about what people thought about me. It's like, why did I care? I look back, I guess it's kind of like a regret in a way, but I don't in terms of me not really pushing myself to put myself out there. And that's something I've always done. And a lot of people did. There's times where a lot of people really loved what I did. And I just didn't push it. I didn't believe in myself. I didn't have the confidence. And now I'm 28 years old. I'm closer to 30. I'm like, you know what? If not now, then then. But if I were to go back and tell myself, I'd be like, man, believe in yourself. Like, you're that guy. Like, believe in yourself. And anything's possible. Anything's possible. Believe in yourself. And it doesn't matter what anybody really thinks. Like, people are going to love you. People are going to hate you. That's all part of it. I mean, I try to really just hone in on people that really do know me for me, love me for me. And at the end of the day, that's kind of all you got, All the outside noise, fuck all that, whatever.
That's right. Put your blindfolds up.
Yeah.
Be forward, man. Don't get distracted.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. I mean, 28.
Yeah.
You're still spring chicken.
Oh, it sure doesn't feel like it.
It don't feel like it, but you is, and the time is right. Your time is right.
Yeah.
Time is now.
Yeah. I really think so, man. I feel like that's one thing too is I feel like especially a lot of artists really like blew up when they were younger. There's not a lot of, I guess there probably is. I could do my research, but I feel like a lot of the artists that really, especially in the TikTok era, they were all really young, like, early 20s, like almost teens in a way. And so I feel like as an artist now in my later 20s, I feel like it almost resonates with people more, especially in this world that we live in. It's crazy. I mean, so I feel like just that kind of being where I'm at, I look at it now, I'm like, you know what? If I was to be in my younger 20s and let's say something would have happened, like I would have blew up or whatever, I probably wouldn't have been able to handle it. I would not have been in a good mindset. I wouldn't have been able to handle it that time. So I look back, I'm like, you know what? Maybe it was for the best for it to be this way. Whatever the plan, God's plan, whatever that is. I don't know. But yeah, it's interesting for sure.
That is. Well, finally, what's one piece of advice you'd like to leave with our listeners tonight? Something from the heart that they could carry into their own grind.
Yeah, I think something that I'm really trying to work on and something that I've really been struggling with is really fully living in the present, enjoying the present moments, not looking at the past, not looking at the future, and just looking around and being grateful where you're at. I know there's a lot of days where we struggle with things or we have some mental stuff that happens. I mean, we're all human at the end of the day, and I'm really fully trying to work on just living in the present, enjoying those moments and practicing more gratitude, whatever it may be. I mean, it's a tough world out there, but practice gratitude, show love, spread love. We need more positivity in this world right now. We definitely need more positivity. So, and everybody has their problems too. Everybody's going through it, whatever. Everybody has something they're dealing with, spread more love, have more grace. I'm not gonna sit here and say that I'm the best or nicest person in the world, but I mean, we're all trying. Everybody's out here trying their best, and we're all just trying to figure it out at the end of the day. So definitely what I'll say, just keep pushing, live in the present, spread more love, and be grateful for where you're at.
Absolutely. Amen to that. Lucas, any shout outs, thank yous, or anything we forgot to promote? Please take this time to shine.
Yeah. Shout out to Cowboy Felon for getting me on here. We found each other on TikTok. Just super cool guy. Also, my new single, One Too Many, is coming out this Thursday, October 23rd. Super excited about that. Completely different than anything I've ever put out. It's just a super fun, just, energetic song. People might love it. People might hate it. I don't really care. I love it. So, but
don't care. Take note of that.
Exactly. But yeah, shout out to Corey Shore for helping me produce that one, and we actually just wrapped up our next one. So super excited for next to come. And yeah, shout out to all my friends, all my family for believing in me. It means the world to me. There's very few people that genuinely see my vision and fully believe in me. So that really means the world for sure.
Absolutely. Man, Lukas Parker has dropped some Midwest truth on us tonight. Blending grit, grace, and that signature charm from Iowa to Ohio to Texas. This man's been on a mission to turn life lessons into lyrics that stick to your soul. If you vibe with tonight's episode, make sure you like, follow, and subscribe to Lukas Parker on all social and streaming platforms. And check out everything he's got on and popping. And don't forget, if you're loving what you're hearing, you'll love what you find at underground-nation.com, the home of everything moving and shaking underneath the ground that truly deserves to be heard. And so next time, I'm Ball Boogie, your host with the ghost, reminded to keep it real, keep it raw, and keep it underground. Thank you, Luke.
Thank you. Appreciate it, bro. Thank you.
That was another killer episode of the Underground Nation podcast with your host, with a ghost, Ball Boogie. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe to our guests on all social and streaming platforms, and show your support for the Underground at underground-nation.com, where real music lives, loud and proud. Until next time, keep it raw, keep it heavy, and keep it underground.